Give me a minute while I do this menu thingy-majig. Oh, Jesus, come on. I want to be under how to and style. It keeps changing me to flipping entertainment. I don't know why it does that. Um, right, so I hate this. So I'm on the old phone right now. Right. So the battery doesn't last long on this thing, but my other one's on charge. It's just that I forgot to plug it in on charge last night when I went to sleep, and kind of ran the battery down while I was asleep. You see. Yeah, I'm running this on the elastic band at the moment. It did dry, but I'm not really doing much at the moment. But I just wanted to share a few thoughts I had. This elastic band, it's keeps trying to jump off the pulley right now. The reason I'm using elastic band is the proper rubber belt is actually too tight when it's on that angle, when it's plugged into that hole, but I'm just letting it harden a bit more, and I think when it dries properly, I'm going to move it across to this hole over here, and then this belt will fit, but this belt doesn't fit so well when it's in that hole, and I'm still pulling it straight a bit because it is slightly cockeyed, is the alignment, and I wanted to keep pulling it a bit more this way, so I've got the elastic band on there, and I moved the elastic band to this other side of this pulley right here, and it kind of jumped off and it ended up on the shaft. So yeah, it's not quite dried yet. I mean, even though I've been asleep for like, I don't know how many hours. But I had this weird dream. Well, I don't know if it was a dream actually, but some thoughts came into my mind last night when I was went to sleep, and about putting magnets in the rotor themselves. Well, that's going back to the old system. The system doesn't work, and I don't know why I had that dream, but yeah. But basically, instead of having the magnets facing outwards, they were at an angle. Now, obviously, somebody else. I could try that if I wanted to do it, because the actual steel shims that are in the rotor are actually exactly the same size as the magnets themselves. Because it's part of the design things I did originally was to make the magnets the same size. Oh, I'm just trying to find my picture right now. But when I designed the rotor assembly, I mentioned this for the sketch. Well, actually, original SketchUp model I uploaded was a different set of magnets, but they were great big fat chunky magnets. But this particular one, the magnet slots, these particular magnet slots are 8 millimeters by 2 millimeters in this direction by 25 millimeters long, all the way down, which is exactly the same size as my steel shims, apart from the tiny little shims, the little rectangular ones. But yeah, I don't know why I had that thought coming to my mind, because yeah, alright, the configuration of the segments is quite unique because of the splaying outwards effect. It might be worthwhile actually putting some magnets in there just to try it out, you know, because of the pitch. Because the pitch angle, you have to remember something about this. The magnets, if I took the shims out, the steel shims, which are conducting magnetism from the magnets in the stator, if I was to put magnets in there, it might have an interesting effect because of the arrangement, because of the way the field is staggered, and it's basically traveling through the coil. So at some point I might actually try that, but in the meantime, my main thought was really on the magnetic field blocking assembly. I'm still getting quite a bit of sticking point on the rotor assembly. So I was considering actually moving this section here a little bit further back by about 5 to 10 millimeters. But instead of having it straight, what I was thinking of doing was having it come down, loop around this hole axis, because I put these holes in, and then have it loop back up a bit, and then around like a curve, and back around this axis here. So I was thinking about modeling that. The reason for that, because it's more sticky right in the center there, because of the point where the magnetism is comes into contact with when this rotors over near the magnets here. You get a really strong field right in the center point here, which is right in this bit. So by moving that point further in, it would create like a fold in the field, so that the field is still blocked, it's shielded still. But also the other thing about it is, because by doing it like that, the magnetic field would, if you get two south poles pushing against each other, it tends to cancel out, right? So if we have a south field coming intersecting with this at this point here, and it's folded in slightly, then we have south going all the way up, then we have south in the center point coming up. That would oppose that point there, so that would create more deflection, more pushing instead of more attraction. So we would have less drag, so less cogging. So that's what I'm thinking. As I say, if you get two magnets of the same pole, right, as I said, and you put two magnets both south, and you try to bring them together, it pushes. Well, you can do the same thing by having this magnetism going through a piece of steel. So if you get a piece of steel, and let me just try and find a bit of material that's lying around. Oh, I can use one of these. So here's a bit of steel, right? It's one of the shims that I actually cut down. So if I was to put two similar poles, I'm going to use tiny magnets because they're a lot easier to, because this steel is not very big. So if I put if I stick my magnet on there, I'll take one of the magnets off. Hang on a minute, I don't think this phone fits in my phone caddy, because I'm on the old phone right now. I'll see if it will. It might not, it might fall out, because this is not for this old phone. I have the other caddy across the room, and this one gets really hot as well, and the battery's going down very fast. I'm going to see. Oh, damn it, my magnets are sticking to something else I don't want to stick to. Just a minute. Oh, I'll see if it'll fit in. It's probably, no, it won't fit in. It's going to fall out. Right, so I can't use the droopy cam thing, but it would be pretty if it would. Let me just see if I've got the no, I can't. Hang on a minute. Let me just put this on the knee a minute. Just rest this on my knee a sec while I do this, because I'm going to I don't know if I can. Right, if I rest it on my knee there, you can't see properly, so what I'm trying to do is get a magnet. This is tricky. Might put one magnet that's stuck there, which is the same pole. I'm going to put another magnet of the same pole. I'll actually put two on each side. Right. Just let me just get the others off. Right. This is a bit awkward. Now both these magnets. Focus, you stupid camera. Right, I've got four magnets, little ones, and they're both the same pole, facing in through the steel. Oops. So there's less attraction to the steel now, because they're both pushing through against each other. Now, if I flip this magnet around to the other side, like that, they're actually pushing against each other. So if I try to push that one against that one, it will start to push against the other one. I can't get them together, you see, because they're pushing. Well, you know the basic principles. They won't stick together anyway, because they're pushing on the side as well as on the front. So they create a certain amount of repulsion through the steel against each other. Now, as you can see, they're pushing themselves apart again, because I'm pushing in, and the other one's going to start moving away. It went at an angle, as actually, but you know what I'm saying anyway. So I was trying to explain it a little bit more easily, but there's no way they'll stick together like that, because they're in repulsion. So they're actually pushing through. The only thing that's attracting onto the steel is the fact that the steel itself is attracting. But if you get a certain amount of field that's strong enough, they'll no longer want to stick to the steel, because the field is so strong pushing against each other that they basically fly. One of them would fly off. Anyway, so by having this arrangement and folding this bit in a bit, I could create, say, south going there, and the other one, because remember I'm using this pole here is south, say, and that one there is south, so there's two poles pushing against each other relative on these edges, but on the other side they're north north, so north north, then south south, so we can overcome some of that drag, which is what I want to do, because the drag is obviously creating a braking effect. And yeah, so anyway, I thought I'd just share that. I don't want to be on long because this flipping phone is getting cooking. It's really cooking right now. I'm just going to stick these on the fire for now. I'll sort them out later. Yeah, I'm just having thoughts and things, and anyway, it's very quiet, and I'm going to rest the phone on the table just so you can hear the fact that this thing doesn't hardly vibrate at all. Right, it's on the table now. Can you hear it? Ah, I'll scream. I want to scream. Damn phones. No, I've got a squirrely thing. Basically, this piece of junk phone, and also Streamlabs isn't reliable. SD card error? What? SD card error? SD card damage replaced? I don't have an SD card in this phone. Stupid thing. I know I've got a squirrely thing going around and around and around, and I'm like, yeah. Oh, this is ridiculous. So I was just showing, I put the phone on the table to show you how little vibration there was, and I must have accidentally pressed the bloody button that makes the phone turn itself off. That is so stupid. Why can't they have a recess button where you use your fingernail instead of sticking it out? You know what I mean? So that when you put the phone on a surface, you don't accidentally press the button. The button should be recessed so that you can. Right, I'm previewing my live stream right now because I'm just want to make sure it's working. I want to go back to the beginning to make sure I'm on the right stream as well, because it went and tried to create a new one. Oh, it looks like I am, because there's 12 minutes there. So where's the audio on? Looks like it is. I think I muted it myself on yeah. So anyway, I was just fine about trying to show you this, how quiet this thing is, and the damn button got pressed, and I hardly pressed the damn thing. I only rested it on the table. Right, where's the button? It's underneath. Right, so I've got to stick it to the table. You shouldn't press that button then. Don't you go black on me again. Right. Alright, I'll rest it on the edge of the table. This time, hopefully I'm not pressing all over the buttons. But that's with the phone on the table. It's so freaking quiet. Yeah. And I've taken it off now because I don't want to deafen you. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, God, you feel like when you're holding these damn phones, you feel like you're holding dynamite. You feel like it's going to blow up in your hand. So I hate them. So anyway, at the moment I've got it out to around 27.6 milliamps, but that's because I've got that crappy coil in there right now. I think it's catching a bit. Oh no, it's just that rubber band jumping around. It keeps jumping around. Oh, I think it's going to break actually, that rubber band. It looks like it's about to fly off. Elastic bands don't last very long. You're lucky if you get 5 hours out of them, because they just don't last very long. the rubber is not, it's not real rubber actually. It's meant, did you know they actually put clay in this rubber stuff? It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to end the stream properly. So when I stop this, I'm probably going to have to kill it, and then I'm going to have to end the stream with my other phone. So and that's still charging up right now. I mean, it's charging up my solar panel, my solar battery right now, and it's getting 480 milliamps off my solar battery. So the other phone it's going to be a while before that's fully charged. Right, I've forgotten it. It's completely destroyed my focus point. What I was thinking, everything, all this stuff that's gone wrong with this flipping phone, and Streamlabs giving me a headache. It's completely destroyed my my train of thought, everything. So I started out with a few thoughts, and now it's completely just been destroyed by the fact that technology is unreliable and it does weird things, and yeah, disruption. So anyway, I'm going to have to kill this phone because I've got a squirrely thing, and I can't click the stop button, which is really annoying. I don't know if I can switch cameras to show you what I mean, but this is ridiculous. Let me find out. Where do I switch cameras? Flip camera. Alright. Right. I'm going to show you in the flipping mirror. Look at that. Can you see that stupid squirrely thing? Oh, I've got the right one on. It doesn't flip the camera. Oh, yes it has. Right, so where's the camera? Is it this end? Well, you can see it. Look at that red thing going round and round. I can't even stop the damn stream. I can't stop it. It's just giving me a stupid... Yeah, this is what happens on this old phone. It's just bonkers. Right. Right, so... Alright, what I'll have to do is I'll just have to kill it, press the little box, the square thing, kill it, and then come back later and finish the stream on my new phone, the newer phone, and do another resume on that one. Yeah. So... Anyway, that's it for now. When I get my head straight and I can think again, I'll try and finish this off. Bye for now. Oh dear me. I just want to get rid of this thing. So it's just the... Yeah. I just want to end this stream, that's all I want to do. The other phone froze up, so I'm just ending it, that's all.